Greetings, family. Peace, love, and positive thinking. This is Guru. Thanks for visiting my channel. This vlog is about a black man's letter to his passive aggressive white neighbors, which is a must read. I read it. It's quite interesting. This guy's name is Richard Scott Brookshire. He's an intelligent black man who took an opportunity to turn a situation around for these possible racists or possible white supremacists who thought they were going to have the upper hand on him, and instead he turned the tables on them. So let's go to this story. I want to share this with you. So, family, there are few things worse than dealing with complaining and passive aggressive roommates and neighbors. When there's an issue, reasonable adults calmly and respectfully address their issues directly, but not Richard Scott Brookshire's neighbors, and Richard was not having any of that. Richard's neighbors left a below note on his door this week to make a complaint about alleged noise and stomping. The letter reads that he needs to, quote, learn his manners, unquote, and informs Richard that a complaint has already been submitted to management and that next time they will simply go straight to the police. Ridiculous, right? So, family, I know it might be hard for you to view this, but this is the bullshit note that all of our new brother, the bullshit note that all our new brother Richard received that led to his epic letter. That didn't quite make sense. I'm just reading exactly from the website, but nonetheless, I didn't quite make any sense of that. But let me try to zoom in on this so you guys can really see what this says. So basically, they're saying regarding last night, it's extremely rude and inconsiderate to scream and stomp around your apartment until almost 2 a.m. My wife and I both have to get up early for work. A complaint has been submitted to the management. Next time, this will go straight to the police. Please learn your manners. Wow. So, family, this is the note that the neighbor left for Richard Scott Brookshire. So now we're going to go to Richard's letter. Basically, Richard wasted no time responding with a swift clapback that has now gone viral. So, family, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'm going to read part of it because it's really funny. It's good, but more importantly, it's the message that I wanted to point out with you guys, family, is the importance of oh wait, let me stretch this out a little bit. The importance of writing a letter, putting things in writing is what I'm trying to say. You never quite understand the power in that when you have something written down, because then it becomes a fact that has to be addressed. It's not something some he said, she said, and then they have to say later on that, well, I told you that. Well, I don't remember you telling me that, kind of thing. So let's read part of this letter. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I just want you to get the gist of how it goes. So it starts off, to the passive aggressive neighbor and his wife, apartment 5J from Richard apartment 6J. This is regarding, I'm finna tell you what you're not gonna do, October 6th, 2016. Oh, this is good. So just bear with me. I'm just gonna read it from the website. So if the camera seems to be going crazy, just never mind it. It's really I just want to read this to you and then get this over with. But here we go. This letter serves a formal response to a note left by you expressing, in no uncertain terms, your intent to notify building management and the authorities of what you perceive to be the inconsiderate volume of my speaking voice in evening hours of October 5th, 2016. First, let me be clear in addressing my lack of bother for your grievance and resolve to not be coerced to remedial action by your idle threats or seemingly pervasive white tears. I, the tenant in apartment 6J, having secured this rental property through earnings, made and credit earned, have no inherent or expressly stated obligation to accommodate your hypersensitivities or those of your spouse when occupying my home. Though I emphasize with the emotional distress brought on by sleep deprivation, citing my voice as the root cause of your incapacity to attain restful slumber is both improbable and juvenile. Even in the off chance that my voice had been above what you consider to be considerate, the aggressive posturing of your note to address the matter was wholly unnecessary and quite frankly unproductive. Second, your lack of both interpersonal and intrapersonal intelligence reflects poorly on you as a neighbor and frankly as an American. As one of the only tenants of color occupying this building at full market rate, mind you, I find it personally abhorrent that you levy the threat of involving the authorities. And family, we know this is how white people always do, don't they? Well, I'm gonna call the police on you. They always say that. We need to be calling the police on them first. You'd levy the threat of involving the authorities for an insignificant infraction. And that's exactly what this is. And they're talking about, well, I'm going to call the police on you. Shut up. Such as the one you noted in your poorly written and ill thought out correspondence. As a black man, here we go. As a black man, I take these overt actions as a direct threat to my physical and psychological well-being. Okay? And as an act of violence upon me. See attached list of 821 men, women, and children killed by police or in police custody to date in 2016. This threat cannot be taken lightly. No, it cannot. To that end, I am submitting my formal complaint to both the New York City Police Department, the American Civil Liberties Union, and the District Community Board so that they are made aware of your callous and irrational threats upon my person. Bravo, brother, bravo. Lastly, I think it's worth reminding you that you currently reside in northern Manhattan, an enclave of ethnic and racial diversity that existed in community well before your gentrifying arrival. Oops. In the words of Robert Jones Jr., quote, one of the great divides between white people and black people, or the wealthy and the not wealthy, is noise. Look forward to me continuing to make it at the volume in which I determine is acceptable. Should you feel the need to threaten me again, please do so in person so that an amendable solution can be reached. Kind regards, Richard Scott Brookshire III, MPA. Your hashtag very black neighbor, hashtag Black Lives Matter. Hashtag Black Lives Matter. So family, once again, this is Richard Scott Brookshire. He took a stance. He wrote a letter to not only to the police department, but also to the American Civil Liberties Union, and exposed these passive-aggressive white neighbors. He did the right thing. He put it in writing, and he exposed them. He did exactly what I've done. I've done something similar in my past. And I have to tell you, it worked like a charm. Just as I thought it would. It worked like a charm. I can't give you the details of the situation, but all I can tell you is when you write a letter, it does something to people. It makes them take it seriously. Not only that, but your emotion is taken out of your writing. You know, you could be really mad, but when you write something down, it has to be intelligent, right? If you want people to take you seriously. So they can't hear your emotion. All they're reading is the facts. That works so well in the scheme of things, family. Well, I'm going to end this vlog here. I really appreciate your time. I thank you for your support, for watching my vlogs. Peace, love, and positive thinking. Please like, share, and if you haven't already, you know I'd like it if you'd subscribe. Until next time, I'm out.